It's all about design in 2025. So if you're thinking about renovating your home, there's one aspect that sometimes people overlook, and that's the windows. So I'm here to meet with designer Marnie to find out all the amazing options available here for your windows. Marnie, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you again.
Okay, here's the thing. I love windows. They're beautiful. I like looking at the property, but I know there's a lot of great options for window treatments, maybe blinds, drapes. What have you got in store?
So people sometimes kind of forget about their windows, so it's good to keep that in mind, even from the beginning. Like, make sure that's part of your coordinating design, and there's so many ways to do that. Shutters, I mean, they are still in style. People, they look great, and we can do beautiful white, we can match your woods, we can do pretty much any color out there. If you've got a paint color from Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore, you can always match those too, or do a fun color. You know, you could do a bright blue or green if you really wanted to go crazy.
I've always thought about the traditional wood color, the wood grain, or white, but hey, I'm all about color.
I know.
I love that.
Great. Other options you can do, we've got beautiful Roman shades. I mean, the fabric's just, sky's the limit there. These are woven woods, so it's actually small little pieces of wood kind of woven in there, a little more natural look.
I love this, very textural too.
Very textural, kind of a casual look. That's beautiful. One of our most popular ones is just these screen shades. They're very modern. You can even operate, all of these pieces that you're seeing can be operated even from an app, which is amazing.
What? Oh, wow. So are these motorized?
They can be motorized if you want them to be. Yeah.
Oh, that's fancy. I like that.
That's fancy.
There's so many great, well, they are, because there's so many great options, and it's really thinking about today's homeowner and what they want. And everybody has their phone in their apps.
I know, so that's kind of handy. You can even operate it from, say you're on vacation and you're like, oh my goodness, I forgot to close my shades. You could go ahead and close them down. So you're gonna have a designer. There's 4 or 5 of us here, so one of our designers that can go out, and also an installer. We'll measure, kind of talk to you about the options, bring the fabrics out, and kind of see what works best for you. And sometimes motorization might not be the best. Sometimes there's things called a light rise, where you just operate it from the bottom, a little more basic. But there's so many options out there that's what we're here for, is to help you find the right one.
Right, and speaking of great options, your fabric selection.
Right.
It's crazy. So can you really make anything into drapes?
You really can. There's a lot of different options. I mean, I think it's even really pretty to do just very simple sheer drapes. You know, what you could even do is put a drapery over one of the screen shades and kind of layer it up. I think that's a really pretty look. You get kind of, you know, some little fringe there.
It's
that's
textural.
fun,
So you can mix and match the drapes with the window coverings.
You can if you want to, but you could also do just drapery, and you could even, something you can also do with the drapery or with the shades is have it sheer. You can have it black out so that you get, especially in your bedroom.
I was going to say my bedroom. That'd be perfect.
You want the dark so you can like sleep during the day.
And look at these great curtain rods and finishes. So many options there as well.
Lots of different finials, crystal finials, carved ones. I mean, we've got so many different brands that we can find what fits for your style.
Right. And so does somebody need to come in? How do they contact you about getting that perfect window covering?
Yeah, so you can come in or you can call us. So you can call us, you can also email us, our website, our Facebook. There's lots of different ways to get in touch with us.
Guys, let's thrive in 25, okay? Design is in style for 2025, and you want your windows to look the best, and you got to start right here at James Decor. Thanks so much, Marnie.
Thanks for coming in.
Marnie, I got to say, you looked amazing in our James Decor green room.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody compliments you guys. It's such a great job. We love that room so much.
I'm so glad we had the opportunity to do that.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun working with you. And I do love blinds and drapes and shutters. I mean, really, the creative possibilities are endless with James Decor.
It really is, and people sometimes don't think about their windows. I kind of said that before. It's like, and that's kind of the finishing touch. It's like adding those draperies, adding those shutters. Shutters don't go out of style.
Yeah.
Draperies don't go out of style. You might modify them a little bit. Maybe they're not going to be as elaborate as they might have been, 30 years ago, but they're still beautiful, and there's all different top treatments to make it fit the style of your home.
And you have great brands that you work with as well?
We do. So we do carry Hunter Douglas and Graber. So they offer screen shades, some of those woven woods that we saw. They offer the motorization. You can even connect it to Alexa if you wanted to.
That's so great.
It's great.
I personally love pattern. I love fabrics with fun pattern because, if you put them up on your windows, that kind of makes a statement, but you can switch them out years later if you want to, and it's not as expensive. But look at these fun patterns that you brought.
I just brought some really cool fabrics today. I mean, how beautiful would that be? Look at all those colors.
Oh my gosh,
how pretty would that be as draperies?
I'm loving these. What trends are you seeing in colors and styles right now for draperies?
I think we're seeing a lot more color. We're kind of getting away from the really just grays and whites, and we are seeing colors start to come back. I mean, look, you've even got some purple in here. I think just pulling, and even those kind of rich tones.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with this. But then look at this fun, is this just textural, right?
Mm-hmm. Textural, has a little bit of shimmer to it. So kind of a sheer, and you can even mix this. What's fun is to layer it too. So maybe mix
I'm all
this
about layers.
with a shade.
Yeah.
So that you have multiple things. Say you're in your bedroom and you want blackout. Well, you could do a really nice blackout pull down shade, but then do this where it's just really pretty and elegant, and it maybe isn't serving necessarily a function, but it's just pretty.
So. You know what, I'm so glad you brought this, because I had these in my very first house, Roman shades.
Roman shades.
Roman shades are great because they're down, they have privacy, but when you put them up, they're kind of like a valance, if you will. You know how valances were good? I call them the wigs of your room because they sit at the top, and they just sit right there and hold it. But I love a Roman shade. You can make these in any pattern and
You
color.
really can, and that's what's fun about Roman shades. So it kind of, if you don't want a drapery that's gonna hang all the way to the floor or something like that, then you can do a Roman shade where it just covers that part of the window, and then we've even added a band here, which just adds even more style to it. Or say you had a really pretty fabric like this, you could do this in a Roman shade.
Am I crazy that I love this together? Like this solid with this, and then this down for the drapes? I'm all about mixing something and making a statement.
Yes.
You know, I think you can with the drapes and window coverings.
I think it's a great place to do that.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And then just look at the amazing, they just have so many great samples of fabrics you can go through. And again, if you tell them your style, your house, your colors, they can whittle it down, because sometimes it can be overwhelming with so many options.
We have a lot of brands, a lot of books. So that's what we're here for, is you contact us and we can help you kind of narrow it down, kind of give you ideas. And then we have a great installer, we have a great seamstress, we have great work rooms to really pull it all together. It's really, truly custom window treatments.
And it really is, and it makes such a difference in your home. And I was telling Marnie, this is the first house I've had. I have nothing on my windows. That's why I need to get with you.
Yes, you do.
And kind of because I love the openness of it, but I like that finishing touch that drapes and/or shutters provide.
You really do need that. Yeah.
And you said shutters always in style?
They really are, and we can even do them custom color. So you might not want white, you might not want a wood color that we already have, but we could match it to your wood, to your trim.
How fun would it be to do those shutters in a funky color?
You could.
You know what I'm saying? To really make that pop and it'd be something different.
You really could. I could definitely see that at your house.
I know. She really can. Marnie, if somebody wants to get in touch with you and find out about all of the amazing window coverings that you have, how can they get in touch? Should they just stop by?
You can stop by. You can also call us. Phone number is 417-883-2616. But definitely come by. That's the best way.
Yeah, stop by and look at the showroom. It's amazing. I see something new every time, Marnie. I love it.
That's the great thing.
Thanks so much. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this.